The world does not reward the timid. It does not bend for the soft, the eager, the ones who lay their hearts bare and expect mercy in return. You've felt it, haven't you? The sting of being overlooked, the quiet ache of giving everything and receiving nothing. You've been told to be kind, to be good, to be nice, and yet the doors remain closed. The respect you crave slips through your fingers, and the life you dream of stays just out of reach. Why? Because niceness is not a strategy. It's a surrender, and the world, as Niccolò Machiavelli saw it, is a battlefield where only the cunning, the resolute, and the unapologetic claim victory. This is the harsh truth. Nice guys fail because they play a game they don't understand, with rules they didn't write, against players who never play fair. But you can change that. You can learn to master the game before you play it, to wield power with precision, and to rise above the chaos of a world that devours the weak. Let's begin. Machiavelli didn't write for dreamers. He wrote for men who saw the world as it is raw, unforgiving, a place where power is not given but taken. In the courts of Renaissance Italy, he watched men like Cesare Borgia carve empires from betrayal and ambition, not through kindness but through calculation. Borgia didn't win loyalty by being likable. He won it by being feared, respected, and always one step ahead. The nice guy, in contrast, is a relic of a fairy tale. A man who believes his goodness will be rewarded by a world that doesn't care. You've seen it, the colleague who works late but never gets promoted. The friend who gives endlessly but is forgotten. The man who pours his soul into a woman only to watch her walk away. Niceness is a currency the world doesn't accept. It's time to trade it for something stronger mindset. Your mind is the first battlefield. Most men lose here before they even step into the world. They let fear, doubt, and the need for approval shape their thoughts. They cling to the hope that if they're good enough, the world will notice. But the world is blind to your intentions. It sees only your actions, your results, your power. Machiavelli taught us that fortune favors the bold. But boldness begins in the silence of your own mind. You must forge a mindset that doesn't bend to rejection, that doesn't crave validation, that sees every setback as a lesson in strategy. Alexander the Great didn't conquer Persia by hesitating. He burned his ships to ensure his men had no choice but to fight. Burn your doubts. Strip away the need to be liked. Replace it with the need to be effective. This mindset isn't built overnight. It's forged through discipline, through choosing clarity over comfort. Most men drift through life, reacting to the world's demands, chasing fleeting pleasures or fleeting approvals. They're like ships without rudders, tossed by every wave. You must be different. You must chart your course with ruthless precision. Sun Tzu said, "Victorious warriors win first and then go to war." Your victory begins in your thoughts every morning. Every decision, every moment you choose purpose over distraction. Ask yourself, what do I want? Not what others expect. Not what's safe, but what sets your soul ablaze. Then guard that vision like a fortress. Let no one, not a boss, not a lover, not a friend, steal it from you. But mindset alone is not enough. Power is the currency of the world, and nice guys fail because they don't understand how to wield it. Power is not loud. It's not the braggart's boast or the tyrant's fist. It's quiet, deliberate. The ability to shape outcomes without begging for permission. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must be both lion and fox fierce when needed, cunning always. The nice guy is neither. He's a lamb, trusting the world to be kind, hoping his goodness will shield him. It won't. Power comes from leverage, from understanding what others want and controlling access to it. In a negotiation, it's the man who can walk away who wins. In a relationship, it's the man who doesn't need her approval who commands her respect. Stop seeking to be loved. Seek to be indispensable. Consider Caesar. He didn't rise to rule Rome by pleasing everyone. He crossed the Rubicon, defying the Senate, knowing that power respects only those who seize it. When you cling to niceness, you signal weakness. You tell the world you're afraid to lose, afraid to offend, afraid to stand alone. But the man who stands alone is the man others follow. Power is not about being cruel, it's about being strategic. It's about knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, when to act and when to wait. It's about building a life so strong, so purposeful, that others orbit you, not the other way around. Stop asking for respect. Start commanding it. Strategy is your map through this battlefield. Nice guys fail because they have no plan, no foresight, no understanding of the game they're in. They react, they improvise, they hope. But hope is not a strategy. Machiavelli taught us to anticipate, to prepare, to move 3 steps ahead of our rivals. Every interaction is a chessboard. Every conversation, a move. The nice guy plays checkers, thinking 1 step at a time, while the world plays chess, plotting his defeat. You must learn to see the board. When a colleague undermines you, don't confront them emotionally, study their motives. Gather allies and outmaneuver them. When a woman tests you, don't chase her approval, withdraw your attention and let her chase yours. Strategy is patience, calculation, the art of winning without fighting. This requires clarity. Most men live in a fog, distracted by noise, social media, gossip, the endless hum of other people's opinions. They don't know what they stand for, so they fall for anything. Clarity is your sword. It cuts through the chaos, revealing what matters and what doesn't. Take a moment, right now, and ask, what is my purpose? Not your job, not your role, but the fire that drives you. Is it to build something lasting? To conquer your fears? To leave a legacy? Whatever it is, let it guide every choice. Machiavelli didn't survive the treacherous courts of Florence by being vague. He saw the world with brutal clarity, and so must you. Write your goals, review them daily. Let them be your North Star, unyielding and true. Purpose is what separates the aimless from the unstoppable. Nice guys fail because they live for others, for their boss's approval, their partner's affection, their friends' applause. They're like leaves in the wind, blown wherever the world takes them. But a man with purpose is a force. He moves with intention. His every step a declaration of will. Purpose doesn't need to be grand. It doesn't need to be saving the world or building an empire. It can be as simple as mastering your craft, protecting your family, or becoming the man you respect in the mirror. But it must be yours, and it must burn. Hannibal crossed the Alps not because it was easy, but because Carthage demanded his defiance. Find your Carthage. Let it pull you through the impossible. Discipline is the bridge between purpose and victory. Without it, your dreams are just fantasies. Your plans, just words. Nice guys lack discipline. They make promises they don't keep, chase feelings instead of results, and crumble when the world pushes back. Discipline is not sexy. It's not a montage of triumphs. It's the quiet grind, the choice to act when you'd rather rest, to learn when you'd rather scroll, to stand firm when you'd rather fold. Machiavelli survived exile by writing The Prince, turning his pain into power through relentless focus. You must do the same. Build habits that serve your purpose. Wake early, train your body, study your craft. Say no to distractions. Every small act of discipline is a brick in the fortress of your future. Action is where discipline meets the world. Nice guys fail because they hesitate, overthink, wait for permission. They dream of glory, but fear the risk. Machiavelli knew that fortune is a woman, and she favors the man who seizes her boldly. Action doesn't mean recklessness, it means decisiveness. When you see an opportunity, take it. When you make a mistake, learn from it. When you fall, stand up. The world doesn't care about your intentions, it judges your deeds. Consider Nelson Mandela. He didn't free South Africa by waiting for the perfect moment. He acted, endured, and acted again, turning decades of imprisonment into a triumph of will. Your life is waiting for you to act. Stop planning. Start doing. Control is the art of shaping your world, not being shaped by it. Nice guys surrender control, letting others dictate their worth, their time, their destiny. They say yes when they mean no. Stay silent when they should speak. Follow when they should lead. But control begins with you. Control your emotions. Don't let anger or fear steer your choices. Control your time, guard it like gold, because it's the only resource you can't replace. Control your environment. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not drag you down. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must fortify his city before the enemy arrives. Your city is your life. Build its walls high. Let no one breach them without your permission. Adaptability is your shield in a world that never stops changing. Nice guys cling to routine, to comfort, to the way things should be. But the world doesn't care about your expectations. It shifts. It betrays. It tests. Machiavelli thrived in chaos because he adapted when exiled. He didn't despair. He reinvented himself as a writer, a thinker, a voice that echoes centuries later. You must be the same. When life throws you a curve, bend with it. When a plan fails, build a new one. When the world says no, find another door. Adaptability isn't weakness, it's strength. It's the fox's cunning. The ability to outwit a world that's always plotting against you. Resilience is the fire that keeps you going when the world tries to break you. Nice guys crumble at the first blow, taking rejection personally, letting failure define them. But resilience is not about avoiding pain, it's about embracing it. Every scar is a lesson. Every defeat, a map to victory. Think of Churchill, standing alone against the tide of war. His speeches a defiant roar against despair. He didn't win because he was nice. He won because he refused to quit. You will fail. You will hurt. You will doubt. But you must rise, again and again, until the world learns to respect your name. Resilience is your promise to yourself no matter what. You will not be broken. Learning is the fuel of your ascent. Nice guys stop learning, thinking they know enough, resting on outdated skills or borrowed wisdom. But the world rewards the curious, the relentless, the ones who never stop sharpening their minds. Machiavelli studied history, dissected empires, and turned knowledge into power. You must do the same. Read, observe, question, learn from your mistakes, but also from others' triumphs. Study the strategies of those who've won, whether in business, war, or love. Knowledge is not passive. It's a weapon. The more you know, the less you fear. And the less you fear, the more you control. Never stop learning, because the moment you do, you begin to lose. Now, as we stand at the edge of this truth, let's face the final lesson. Nice guys fail because they refuse to become what the world demands. They cling to a dream of fairness, of a world that rewards goodness with glory. But the world is not fair. It's a crucible, a forge where only the strong emerge. Machiavelli didn't write The Prince to comfort you. He wrote it to arm you. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be effective, to build a life that commands respect, to leave a mark that time cannot erase. Stop apologizing for your ambition. Stop softening your edges to fit a world that doesn't fit you. Embrace the harsh truth power. Strategy and resilience are your path to mastery. This is your moment. The world is watching, not with kindness, but with judgment. Will you be the man who hesitates, who hopes, who fails? Or will you be the man who acts, who adapts, who rises? The choice is yours, but know this, the game never stops. Every day is a battle, every choice a move. Burn your excuses, forge your mind, seize your power. Let the world see not a nice guy, but a force, a man who plays the game not to survive, but to win. You are not here to follow. You are here to lead. Step into your destiny and let the world bend to your will.